Well, hello there, and good evening, YouTube. I'm William Brantley, reporting live from Bemis, Tennessee, or South Jackson, Tennessee, and ready to share with you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. Turned out to be a beautiful day on Father's Day here in Jackson, Tennessee. Started off fairly nice this morning, and we had quite a bit of sunshine. A few clouds tried to move in. There's even a few storms tried to develop during the afternoon. Some of them did develop and kind of got heavy to our northwest, mainly up around Dyersburg, toward Union City and up toward Kentucky, and then south of us down around Corinth, Mississippi, Selma, Tennessee, down in that area, all of it around Jackson. It missed Jackson so far. We'll get into the groove, if I may say that, tomorrow, especially tomorrow night, well, really into Tuesday, be more like it for us by then. But even then, it's still going to be a scattered, isolated basis for scattered showers and thunderstorms. Well, alrighty, let me get on to the summary, then I'll get more into the forecast as I go along. As of 5 p.m. here in Bemis, Tennessee this evening, the skies were clear at 5 p.m. The temperature was 84 degrees at that time. As of 6:28 p.m., it's down to 81 degrees here in the Bemis, Tennessee area. At 5 p.m., the dew point was 71 degrees. The humidity was 65%. We have south winds at 14 miles per hour, and the barometric pressure was 29.95 inches of mercury. By the way, I apologize for my bad sound recording in yesterday's video. Right around 16 minutes on into the video toward the end. I'm going to try something different today. Hopefully my voice won't go nuts again or almost disappear. Hopefully. Anyways. In that case, I might consider just going quiet during part of the forecast and just let you read it. That might help a little bit on that. I'll worry about that when I get to the printed forecast. I think you know what I mean by that. Alright, this morning's low temperature was 71 degrees here in the Bemis area. By the way, I don't know what causes it to do that. My sound, that is. I have no clue. I have a hunch, but I don't want to mention it on the video. The high today made it up to 87 degrees here in the Bemis area. No rain, of course, has fell since midnight. I'm holding at 194 for the month. 260 is normal for the month of June, by the way, to date. And for the year, I'm at 33.51 inches, and normal is 26.14 inches. Alright, the lowest humidity today was 64%. That occurred at 3 p.m. The highest was 88%. That occurred at 5 through 7 a.m. Lowest dew point temperature was 68 degrees at 12 and 1 a.m., while the highest was 74 degrees, and that occurred at 10 and 11 a.m. this morning. Lowest barometric pressure would be 29.85 inches of mercury, and that occurred at 5 p.m., while the highest was 29.99 inches. 29.94 inches. Well, I did it again. Correction, one more time. Highest will be 29.97 inches of mercury, and that occurred at 8 and 9 a.m. this morning. Again, at 5 p.m., it was 29.85 inches of mercury. Today's highest wind gust was south at 21 miles per hour, and that occurred right around 11 a.m., 10:57 a.m. to be precise on that one. Today's records for June the 16th, hottest high would be, excuse me, I got a back itch, my back of my chair does pretty good on that. Now listen to me talking about stuff like that. Let me go back to the records. 98 degrees would be the hottest high for today, back in 1952. The coolest high would be 73 in 1961 when that happened. Warmest low would be 75 degrees in 2010. Hey, we're within 4 degrees of that this morning with a low of 71. That's cut close. Coldest low, or coolest low might be a better word, because really 54 degrees is not cold weather. It's cool but not cold. But anyways, 54 degrees would be the coolest low, and that happened in 1961. Rainfall record 1.21 inches, and that fell in 1963. Alright, that's the basic climate summary for today, as of 5 p.m. at least. Now let me show you the radar and the forecast maps and satellite pictures, and take it from there. There is some showers and thunderstorms still on the radar. They're not in the Jackson area. They're to distant northwest and distant southeast. There's one thing I want to do. Let's see if I can do that on this one real quick. Yeah, I made that a little bit bigger. That's what I wanted to do. Whoa, went down too far that time. Let me see. That's about kind of Jackson right on the middle. As you can see, there's Jackson, of course. You can see the city names better. I tell you what, let me do that one more time. Make it 125%. Probably can see Jackson a lot better. Yeah, cool. I should have been doing this all along. Why did it take me today to figure that out? I don't know. Father's Day, I guess, made my mind think about it. No, I'm just teasing about that, my friends. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, by the way. I'd like to say happy Father's Day to my father, who happens to be in heaven. He died a few years ago, passed away, whatever word you want to use. Mr. Elton Plaz Brantley was my father, and like I said, he passed away a few years back, and I miss him dearly, of course. And happy Father's Day, Daddy, just in case you can hear it up there in heaven. All right, let me move on to and I love you very much, by the way, miss you dearly. That's the storms that's to our north, stretching from about Dyersburg, approaching Union City and Martin, and is moving northeast. By the way, there was a severe thunderstorm warning and even a significant weather advisory for these storms back around the 4:30 to 5 o'clock time frame, up to around really closer to 6 o'clock. I believe the severe thunderstorm warning was expired at 5:30, and a significant, 5:45, that's what it was, 5:45 p.m., and a significant weather advisory expired at 6 o'clock, which is past that now, of course. It still looks a little tough up there, the severe storms do, but they do seem to be shrinking some, or dying down a little bit. They'll probably continue doing that as the evening wears on, we get closer to sunset. There was some down here in northeast Mississippi, as you can see, but they're just about gone. Went through Corinth, and I think down near Savannah, down in that area, maybe Florence, Alabama. But as you can see, they've just about fizzled completely out. And that's what these up here are going to do, the same thing as the evening wears on. But as you can see, otherwise, they're the main ones on the satellite, radar, whatever you want to call it. Whatever I want to call it. Bad. Boy, I got bad wordings tonight, don't I? Look over me tonight, folks. Whoa, look at here. They move on up a little bit, and they're getting some heavier showers and storms up in here, parts of southeast Missouri, near Cape Girardeau, Missouri, and Cairo, Illinois, and approaching Paducah, Kentucky, and southern Illinois there. Boy, look at them. They really got heavy up in this area. Whew, my goodness. And let me see if I can scoot this over and get some more of them. And goes all the way on over into Kentucky, all the way over to Lexington, Kentucky. It's pretty heavy up in this area. But it wouldn't surprise me. There might be a few severe thunderstorm warnings in some of these areas up in here, but not here in Tennessee. Well, not too many of them, put that away. Alright, let me move it back down to around here and see if the state of Tennessee is almost rain-free. There's some over around Crossville, Tennessee, or maybe I should say were over near Crossville, Tennessee, Decatur, Tennessee, Athens, Tennessee, and those areas. They've just about fizzled out also. And little tiny ones up in the northeast corner of Tennessee, but they about to fizzle out too. And the afternoon hours from anywhere from maybe as early as 11 a.m. to right around 6, 7 o'clock in the evening is when they're all going to start fizzling out because they're getting so close to sunset. It'd take a cold front to actually be in the area or real close by for them to last past sunset sometimes. And then you got to be real strong at that. But we're deep enough into approaching winter, close enough, winter, my goodness, summer. Boy, this can't come up with the right word tonight, can I? Pardon me for that. I'm glad I thought to bring up the zoom to see these cities better. I guess I can see them good now. I hope you can too. But that's the ones that's closest to the severe weather limit, even though they're not severe anymore. Up east of Dyersburg, what's that, Royland, that's up in that area? Maybe approaching Trenton, maybe? Well, no, it'd be west of Trenton still, because Trenton's due north of Humboldt, and not quite that far east, but near Martin, Tennessee, and those areas. Martin might get hit pretty good shortly. In that part of that town, up in that area north of Jackson. Nothing headed directly toward Jackson, Tennessee at the moment. Alright, that's a look at the radar at the moment. I'll even put a list a little bit closer, and I might take a look at it at the end when I get through with the video. Alright, that's to look at the radar. Again, no alerts for Madison County, at least not yet. And I don't expect any until possibly either tomorrow afternoon or Tuesday afternoon at the earliest. And that's not even a slight chance of that right now. But isolated, scattered, average thunderstorms, yes, that is still possible. But I'm more on that when I get to the forecast. Alright, let me see what's next. The satellite pictures. Alright, you can see where the thunderstorms blew up basically during the afternoon. We had some earlier in the morning and the early afternoon south of us. They're now in south central Middle Tennessee, as you can see. And the ones up north of us, up toward northeast Arkansas, Missouri, Boot Hill, and northern West Tennessee. And you see where those are headed. What's it like down along the Gulf Coast is good shape. Right along the coastline now. Now, just north of the coastline down through there is a few storms. But maybe if you're right on the coast, you'll be okay. On the Gulf Coast, that is. Down there today. Alright, let's take another view. A little to the west of us here. It's kind of still cloudy to the south a little bit, but it's breaking up, as you can see. The clouds to the north of us is trying to punch down and cause us to be cloudy briefly as they move by. It looks like Jackson's right on the edge there. Look to the north and you see some pretty thick clouds up that direction. Look to the south and it's almost clear. That's the way it usually goes when you have storms doing that. But nothing headed straight for us. We're probably going to wind up with a fair to very cloudy night throughout the night as the night wears on. We turn into very cloudy, fair to very cloudy at least tomorrow. More on that as I go along. Alright, I believe that I do it. Well, let me see. No, I didn't. I tell you what. Nah, I don't know. Maybe I better not. I'm going to tell you what. I'll just go ahead and show you the current surface map. That'd be good enough for what I wanted to show you. Let me broaden this out a little bit so I can show it to you a little bit better. Oh, I know what I was going to do now. Well, oh, here it is. No, infrared satellite. That may be U.S. satellites. Let me see. I want to show you the whole country satellite view is what I want to do. See if I can get that. Oh, here it is. The whole United States view of the current satellite picture. Doesn't move, but I don't guess it has to get an idea of where the clouds are nationwide. And as you can see, the southern portions of the country, near us but not necessarily over us, and up in the northeast portions of the country, you can see where the clouds are down in parts of Florida, and out west it's scattered around, and that's the whole nation's satellite picture at the moment. Alright, now let me go back to the current surface map. What I was going to show you. If I can get this to move. Current surface map, I had it up, but I changed it. But I'm going back to it. Here it is. I hope it's all this extra activity with my mouse don't mess up my video. If it starts growling toward the end, that's probably what happened. I'm putting too much activity with the movement of my mouse on this computer. I've got a 2009 version computer. That might be contributing to it some. Hey, I finally gave you an excuse. That's why my voice goes down. I'm just guessing that's what it is. I really don't know. Here's another. I forgot I got this. This is a precipitation map, current map, and where the fronts are and where the precipitation is. You saw the satellite just a moment ago. There's a scattered rain around the area. Let me see if I can bring that a little higher. A little more noticeable weather. Let me go 100%. That might actually help a little bit more. You can see it a little bit better. Or I can anyways. As long as you can see it, that's really all that matters. Alright, let me get this to where I can see it better. Alright, that's good enough. Yeah, that shows it up a little bit better down at Florida where it's raining in spots, not everywhere though. Few scattered showers here and there. And out west as well, you see where it may be raining and where it probably isn't. And in the Pacific northeast part of the country. Okay, right here in most of Tennessee, there'll be spots here and there, but nothing major. And that's again the current surface map. If I can get this to come out far enough to let you see that. I'm going to get this camera. Hold on, folks. The camera's acting up just a little bit here. There we go. That's what I wanted you to see. Alright. Let me move on to, take that other back down since I brought that up so high. That's more like it right there. Let me move on to tomorrow's forecast map. It's already, I think, big enough. I don't have to make any adjustments on this one. Tomorrow morning's forecast map has us under some light rain in parts of West Tennessee. It's going to be light though, light green there. Generally it's around 40-50%. The darker green is 50% or higher. And there you see where the darker green is. Still a little light rain down in parts of Florida. And then you see the area where the light rain's expected tomorrow, all the way from New York down to the Gulf of Mexico, basically. But it's going to be light, generally speaking, all along that area. Alright, you see the rest of the country where the rain's expected and where it's not. And again, this is for tomorrow morning forecast map. Alright, let's look at tomorrow afternoon's forecast map. I don't think it changes much, no. Darker green gets a little closer to West Tennessee and almost a good chunk of Arkansas and south of us. So the better chance for the widespread rain be over in Arkansas rather than here. But you can see the areas where the greatest chance is. It picks up a little bit down there in Florida, it looks like. A good part of Florida's going to get wet tomorrow midday. At least a 50% chance of that happening. And there you see the other areas where precipitation is possible. The heaviest is just west of West Tennessee by tomorrow afternoon. Alright, but technically in Jackson, it looks like by then we're still under a less than 50% coverage area, or at least in most of West Tennessee. Alright, by tomorrow night, it remains light here in West Tennessee. The heavy part is to our north, kind of where it's at now almost. And there you see the areas of the darker green where the precipitation is expected. It breaks up a little bit by tomorrow night down in Florida, which is kind of normal. And there you see the areas where it's going to be heaviest to the north, kind of like it is tonight almost, up in that area to the north of us. And there you see the other parts of the United States where it'll be raining, where it won't be tomorrow night. Alright, now speaking of that, let me go ahead and go to the printed forecast that I talk about a lot. And I'm going to show you a different one tonight. And I'm hoping to zoom. That's almost zoomed too much. I may have to cut back on it just a little bit, because it's way too big. I can't even get this in the video, I don't think. Well, yeah, maybe I can. This is tonight's forecast. But basically, fair skies to sunrise, which we had that. Then fair to very cloudy, with a 30% chance of some scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms. There was a projected low and high, 72 and 90, and we rounded up with, what was it, 71 and 87. That's still pretty close. We expected southwest winds at 10 to 20. The highest was 21 out of the south at around 11 a.m. I believe it was. Yeah. So it worked out pretty close on that. Let me see. We'll get the box over here. You can see that a little bit better. There we go. Sun sets at 8:13 p.m. tonight and rises tomorrow morning at 5:39 p.m. Speaking of tomorrow, it's going to be, I guess I need to go back to the other. The moon will be rising this evening at 7:43 p.m. and setting at 5:09 a.m. tomorrow morning. Now I'm ready for Monday. Very cloudy conditions generally. I'm going to say fair to very cloudy. Might be a better term. With a 70% chance of some more showers and thunderstorms scattered still tomorrow. A low temperature near 69, high tomorrow about 87, very similar to today. With southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. The sun will be rising at 5:39 a.m. as I mentioned. Sun sets at 8:13 p.m. tomorrow evening. The moon will be rising at 8:41 p.m. tomorrow evening and set at 5:54 a.m. on Tuesday morning. By the way, tomorrow, Monday, the full moon phase will be complete. It looks almost full moon tonight. And again, it comes up tonight at 7:43 p.m. It sets at 5:09 a.m. tomorrow morning. And there you see the time again for tomorrow evening. Just in case my video is acting up a little bit, I'm going to remain silent for the rest of it. But I'll just show it to you in silent mode. Tuesday on.
Well, alrighty, that's a look at the next several days forecast for you this evening. I hope you read it okay, and that should complete tonight's video. I appreciate you watching and viewing and leaving some nice comments and subscribing and following me here on Facebook. I appreciate that, and I hope to have an update for you again tomorrow night. Well, until then, again, happy Father's Day to all my fathers, including mine, Mr. Elton Plaz Brantley, and talk to you tomorrow night, and may God bless you. Good night from Bemis, Tennessee.